Ever wondered what a travel filmmaker brings along to shoot a trip? Well, today I'm diving in to my carry-on suitcase to show you all of the gear I am bringing to Ecuador. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steckly, and here I love to talk all things travel and filmmaking, and I am currently in Ecuador. That's right, when you're seeing this, I am somewhere in the Amazon jungle, hopefully filming a lot of awesome stuff. But of course, before I left, I needed to pre-film some videos so all you fine people would still have stuff to watch every Tuesday and Friday while I was away. So today, we're jumping in to the gear that I am bringing on this trip. Normally I pack for trips strictly in a carry-on, but this time we're checking a bag because it came with our plane ticket, like we didn't have to pay extra, and because I need to bring all this gear. Without further ado, let's jump in. I have all my gear in this hard case silver bag. I got it as a birthday gift and I've just been using it for all of my trips since. I like that it's a hard case because it's a bit more waterproof and it feels more protective than like a soft case. On the left-hand side, when you open up the zipper compartment, you will see my GoPro sitting atop a mound of bubble wrap and other random black cases. I'm bringing along my GoPro mainly because I think there's one time we're gonna be going in the water and I always like to be prepared with it. Plus, it's super small and convenient, so you never know when you might want to use it. Okay, so you might judge me for this, but the DJI Ronin case is so big and bulky. If I would have brought it along, I would have filled my entire suitcase just with it. And I don't think that I need to be that worried about it. So instead, I put bubble wrap around the actual gimbal part, but not before wrapping it tightly with the Velcro strap that it came with, so it keeps all of the arms in one plane, so it's not moving around. Then I just threw in the tripod base and the battery grip and the sled plate thing in around the bubble wrap because that kind of stuff is actually not that delicate, like it's gonna be fine. And then I just fit it back into my suitcase and it takes up a whole lot less room than if I would have brought the entire Ronin case. Next up on this side of the case is my little drone. I have the DJI Spark. This little guy is so small and compact. It's perfect for travel. I know that it doesn't do 4K and there's some other complaints people have about it, but I addressed all of these in a video all about why I think the DJI Spark is perfect for YouTubers, so you can go check that out. But it takes up just a little bit of room in my suitcase, which is perfect. I also have an extra battery for the drone, plus next to it in some bubble wrap, I have the controller and prop guards. Moving on to the right-hand side of the case, this is where I have my backpack strapped in. I know it might seem silly to just pack a backpack inside a carry-on, but I think it makes sense because of this little secret, okay? I don't have like a lot of padding and protection in this suitcase for camera lenses, but this backpack is made for carrying camera gear. So if I pack all the camera gear into the backpack and then put it in the suitcase, it's all very well protected. Plus, it gives the added bonus of me being able to carry around this backpack once we're actually there when I need to be carrying a lot of camera gear with me. All right, let's dive into the bag. In the bottom compartments is where I keep my lenses. I am bringing all of the lenses that I own on this trip because I feel like I want to be very prepared. It might be overkill, I'll let you know once I get back. First of all, I got my zoom lens. It is the Canon 55-250 and I believe it starts at like f4. It would be nice if it was a bit faster and had a lower f-stop. However, it's actually pretty lightweight and isn't that expensive, whereas I'm sure a similar lens with a lower aperture would be crazy expensive. So it works for me. On the other side, I have all my lenses packed in, starting with my Sigma lens, which does come in this little protective case. Speaking of heavy and fast lenses, this guy is 17-50 2.8 and there's a lot of glass in here. It's very heavy. So it came with that little protective case. So I just zip it in there and good to go. Also thrown in there are a couple of primes and my wide angle lens. I have the Canon 24 f2.8 and the 50 f1.8. Always great prime lenses. You can't go wrong with these guys. I love them because you get that low aperture and it's super lightweight. Finally, I have one wide angle lens, the Canon 10-18. Again, this is f4. It's like a super lightweight, convenient lens, but you don't get that nice low aperture. I'm excited to try vlogging with this because I haven't really done that yet, but I think the wide angle vlog look is very cool. So moving on to the top section of the backpack, you can see that I have this rose gold pouch. I am like the queen of pouches. As you see, as we go through, I have like everything in these little bags to try to keep it organized. Back to that in a second. In this top compartment, I also have my Joby GorillaPod Classic travel tripod. You never know when you might need this. I'm also bringing along my Manfrotto mini tripod. These serve the same purpose, but I'm kind of like, maybe I'll need them both. I also have a set of newer ND filters. These guys are fixed ND filters and they fit on my 2 prime lenses, which is great because they really have the lower apertures. So they'd be the ones that need them more. Great for maintaining the proper shutter speed and a low aperture when you're out in bright lighting circumstances. Now let's dive into the pink pouch. Inside I have 2 smaller pouches, one that carries batteries and the other that carries chargers. I have 2 extra Canon batteries, one is in the camera body, and I have 2 extra Sony batteries, and again, one is inside my camera. Of course, in the top compartment, I also have my Canon 80D body. I have attached this strap to it because I think that's safer for travel. I'm hoping that I can sort of carry it around me like a side body bag sort of situation, and that is a bit safer if you're trying to avoid pickpockets and that kind of thing. Inside the Canon, I already have a 128 gig card, and inside my RX100, which I'll talk about in a second, I have a 64 gig card. Speaking of memory cards though, I also have this Pelican case that holds my extra memory cards. It's just good to have. It is waterproof and dustproof and all that stuff, so it keeps your data safe. Now let's talk audio. I have the Rode Video Micro that mounts perfectly on top of my Canon 80D and plugs right into it. In my pink pouch, I also have 2 of these Zoom H1 handy recorders. These are useful for any kind of audio recording. What I mostly use these for is I plug in my Sony lav mic to the line in and can use this as like a lav mic recorder. You just put this in your pocket and then this little guy record some really crisp audio. Finally, I also have just a pack of Energizer batteries. I know it's kind of annoying to carry around a bunch of AA's, but the Zoom mics do take AA's and I want to make sure that I have lots. I am going to be doing a couple interview shoots and that sort of thing while I'm down there, which is mainly why I brought along the whole lav mic setup. When I'm just vlogging and making travel videos for myself, I find that the Rode Micro is just fine if I am vlogging to the Canon 80D because it's so close to your mouth. But if I'm going to be recording interviews, then it's much better to set up the interview subject with a lav mic. Lastly, and not pictured in my suitcase, is the Sony Rx100, which I am filming on right now, but I also am going to be packing in my personal item, which is just this little gray backpack that I will take on the plane with me. I mean, obviously I'll take this all on the plane with me, but it's a little bit more accessible, and I will use it to vlog as we get to our destination. Then once we're there, I can unpack all this stuff and use what I need day to day. So that's it. This is my travel filmmaking gear, and this is how I pack it to make sure that it stays safe and secure on the plane and also is organized and convenient to get to once I arrive at my destination. I really hope you found this video interesting. If you did, make sure that you check out my other travel videos. I have a lot. I've been to a lot of really cool places over the past couple of years, and I've been happy to share it all here on my YouTube channel. But before you go watch this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Very soon, I will be posting travel guides and vlogs from Ecuador, and you won't want to miss them. You can see what I produce with all this gear. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. As always, I hope that you are having adventures and following your dreams, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!